I learned that my brother already got married last year without inviting me, but he made a fool out of me when he made me flower fairy in his fake wedding. My brother and I have always been as close as twins. Our closeness is a foundation in our family, one of the true consistent relationships. When we fight, the whole family feels it and tries to fix it because it feels unnatural for everyone. He gave me away at my wedding. I named a child after him. We have matching tattoos. We talk on the phone almost every day. He started planning his wedding. He asked me to be a groomsman while his friend would be his best man. Everyone thought this was odd because of his role at my wedding, and none of us knew / had met his friend. I expressed how it hurt my feelings and was told, "My wedding isn't about you." Okay, fine, I'll do what you ask. During the planning, he called me every day. We sent ideas. I helped with making stuff. I didn't mind. I decided early on not to focus on titles but just to make this day as amazing as possible for my brother. He asked me to be a flower fairy because this was a gay child-free wedding. I agreed. During dress/shoe picking, he and the best man would shoot down all of my ideas. She would send very basic heels for around $100. Heck, no. I told her my budget was $45 for shoes, especially for plain gold heels. The wedding party all had a very mean girl mentality. I felt it from day one. The wedding party was there and then I was there. I chalked this up to not knowing them well and their proximity. They even went as far as saying the shoes I liked were too SLT. After this, I begged to come as a guest, so I could wear what I wanted and not feel this weird mean girl mod mentality from the rest of the wedding group. My brother says, "No way. I can't get married without you being by my side." I get to the state where the wedding will be, and the first day I'm there, I find out the best man had the bachelor party the night before I got there. Everyone from the wedding party was included aside from me. I let it go and focused on the wedding and doing my part. So, I slap on some wings, dance my way down the aisle, and give my very first wedding speech. All goes well. The wedding was awesome until the drag show. Yes, they had a drag show at their wedding. During the show, one of the queens comes on and announces that this was all fake because my brother and his partner had gotten married 1 year prior. I asked the rest of the wedding party if they knew. They did. They were at the real wedding. Everyone but me. I'm sitting there trying to process it, and my mom, who gave them $3,000 for the wedding because they needed it, storms up to ask if I knew. I told her no, and she immediately switched to supporting me because of how bad the situation was. It's not about them already being married. They can do what they want. I spend over $4,000 on this wedding. I had to get a plane ticket because I was out of state. I paid for a week at an Airbnb, one night. Most of the wedding party stayed at the house I rented because they didn't have anywhere else to stay and did not even offer to pay for any of it. The dress for the wedding, the fairy wings I handmade, all of it. I spent too much time and money on this wedding, but then I start to remember all of the lies. They got married, and 3 days later, my brother was at my house while I gave birth to my last child because I always wanted him to be a part of my huge moments. Knowing he had just married, he held my newborn and said nothing. They gaslighted me, saying I was crazy and feeling left out. He's saying he can't get married without me, lying to my face every single day for a year. Just all of it. After realizing all of this, I tried to leave without making sense. His husband mockingly asked me if I was mad. I said I'd talk to them another day and they should enjoy their night. Knowing I was upset, I could leave without anyone else at the wedding. Before I could leave, the happy couple pulled me into a room. My brother was crying, saying he didn't do this to hurt me. I kept it together, saying enjoy our night, and we will talk another day. His husband said, "Oh, so there is something to talk about then." I repeat, "We can talk another day." They asked me to brunch. I'll see if I'm up for it when they go. The next morning, I realized that the whole wedding party and some guests were going to lunch. I choose not to go because I will not put myself in a situation where I'm ganged up on, again over my feelings about the wedding and wedding party. After that, I left the wedding chat on Snap, which they were notified of. At this point, it was the next morning, and his husband started blowing me and my friend up. We ignore them and go about our day. Aside from short responses to get me to the airport the day I left, I have not looked at or spoken to my brother since. When I left, I asked them to crop me out of the wedding photos as I didn't want to be associated with a fake wedding, and I didn't want a reminder of how embarrassing it was and how stupid I looked. I told them I didn't want to speak to them again. My brother said nothing. His husband said, "You're a narcissist, and I feel bad for the people who have to deal with you. Pretty sure you're narcissistic more with tricking 100 people into coming to a wedding, some of the wedding that was paid for by other people, just to tell everyone, haha, this was just a giant party for us. Joke's on you is probably more narcissistic than me reacting to the time, money and energy spent to attend a fake wedding. But alright, lol. I just don't know where to go from here. I have them both blocked. There is a line in our family. My brother has not tried to fix it. He had the chance to show me what I meant to him. He did. Now I have to believe him. Update, things are the same. They are still blocked. One suggestion was to write him a letter, which I did the day after this happened, and I left it in his room. I laid out all of my feelings and described them in detail, how hurt I was. I lost all of my manners when I landed, and my husband informed me that he sent him a message saying that I was overreacting. I said a lot of things that I was not very proud of. I stand by my truth and my perspective of what happened. To say that I am mourning is an understatement. This whole situation has made me question a 30-year relationship. Realizing his capability to live a double life that I'm not a part of has rocked my entire world in my sense of reality. I'm not okay. I'm going to spend the next year being no contact. I will go to therapy and get my mind body, and soul in the best place possible while pushing as much good karma into the world as possible. Maybe then I can decide if I want to close that door fully and permanently or if I'm at a place where I'm willing to create a new normal with him. I am devastated and heartbroken.